Never organised a cycling event apart from half a dozen of us having a ride on a Saturday morning, so yeah, look, I was nervous, really nervous, but mixture of emotions really. Both humbled and excited. Just wanted it to go well. You know, after being there for a few minutes and everyone sort of talking about it, and you can see the excitement in everyone else, that was almost enough for me. Just a group of us having a chat one day after a ride one Saturday morning and a coffee, and sort of looking for something, a ride with a bit of purpose to do, something to aim for and for people to get out of bed and train for. So as soon as one guy come on board and they realised that I was serious about this, all of a sudden I've got 6 or 8 riders from home. We thought MND was a great cause, and we threw the Ungary component into it just because we hoped it would attract a little bit more coverage given the Danaher's, and look, and that's exactly what it's done. So look, it's just been extraordinary, the support we've had. Paul Bruce, who's Neil's brother-in-law in Melbourne, he rang me, I think within day 2 of getting a bit of media exposure in the paper, the Wagga paper. He rang me straight away and said, look, I'm on board, I just want to be involved, and then it snowballed from there really. Ben Cassidy at Area Park, same thing, same day I think he rang me, and it must be just a touching subject for a lot of people, and it was almost like a relief, I think, for a lot of people to finally have something or a cause they could get behind. So it's been immediate since day 1. You go into a coffee shop and people that hear you doing this ride and they just leave $5 on the table. We don't want any exposure, it's just anonymous. We just want to, great job, thanks very much. So really humbling and very touching. So obviously there's a lot of people with some suffering around this issue. So again, I think it's gained the traction because people have just been wanting to do something but maybe just needed a cause to get behind. So everywhere we've turned, whether it be asking about hiring the bus for the week from Avis, or whether it was about getting some cycling gear or something, just for, admittedly the shops have sold a few new bikes on this plight, but again, they've just wanted to help and throw stuff in wherever they can. I mentioned even the little coffee shops. Everywhere we've turned, everyone that I've asked would they be interested in helping as a support crew, driving their own vehicles, won't take any money for fuel. From Woody making the stickers for all the bikes and all the signs for the vehicles. No one will take any cash, they just want to be involved, so just amazing. Yeah, look, I've really enjoyed the whole range of, different forms of riding and skill sets among the whole group. I rode in today with little Jake from Area Park. He's our youngest rider, he's 8, and he did the 56 Ks. Extraordinary effort. Legs going up and down, and yesterday I rode him with, did part of the leg with Ruth, who's our oldest. So, within 2 days I've ridden with our youngest and our oldest. Ruth's 77.
So I take each day, looking at the distance, I look at whatever that distance might be, then I just divide that into 4 quarters. And then for me, psychologically, my plan is, we'll take the 100-day K, when I've passed my first quarter. I don't set out on that day going, 100 Ks, wow, I hope I'll get there. I just go, first quarter, let's head for the first quarter. Really enjoyed the ride in yesterday with Steph Cook.
Big achievement for Steph, never ridden more than 40 Ks. And to ride in with her and see someone achieve something that they never even dreamt of achieving 2 days before, great feeling.
Once I got on the bike, I was initially just going to do Ungary to West Wyalong, and then I got to West Wyalong and I thought, you know what if we just went that little bit further and got to Barmedman, and then I thought, well, we've only got those few Ks to go, the hardest admittedly, but yeah, why not, let's push on. As the slogan says, it takes people, and
none of this would have happened without everyone jumping on board. You know, we wouldn't be here today. And we set a goal for about $10,000 when we started, with hopefully 6 blokes riding to Wendy Hill, and you know, really exciting. Today we clicked over 80 grand, you know, and we're day 2 in. So, look, you know, we're going for the ton. We want to get to the ton, and you know, we're pretty confident we'll get there. But you know, again, it takes people. Everyone's pretty pumped. You know, we're getting to Wendy Hill. No one's pulling out now. It's going to be great.